Oh my days, my microphone was off. I was talking for so long. Yeah, that didn't help. Sorry for that. Yeah, so I was just saying, Fergus putting in the same sector times as Robin there. And what I also said is that I can't see the championship because they haven't been updated. And I didn't see the chat as well, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, I've just been talking for 10 minutes and nobody could hear me. Ferg down to the line, 15.8, so 4 tenths behind Robin. Robin is at a very fast time. But let's see, Lewis is up on his time. Is Lar improving? No, he's just starting his lap, or did he just make the start the quickest lap? Let's see, Shaq. No, he's not going for it. So saying, oh, bit of a mistake from Ross there. Both Ferrari cars have returned. Eek is back. Is D-Mac crossing the line? He is. 17 point, or he's just starting his lap then. Now Ross is slowing down. The next one, Yeast. Yeast still has 25 points ahead of Verg in the championship, because that hasn't changed. Lars also in the championship fight. Oh, we got a spinner there. It is D-Mac, the Haas driver in the gravel. Yeast is now starting his lap. It is Lewis. Lewis isn't improving. Ferg is going in, who's now also RPM, by the way. I did tell that, but nobody could hear me, of course. Invalidation from Laura, so she goes in. Then it's the Mercedes cars, who currently are in P11 and P12. Shaq is the first to cross the line. And he sets a 16.4, so that's a good lap. Currently in P5. And Eek has invalidated, unfortunately. D-Mac made that mistake. So it might be Ross. I'm not sure if he's improving. To the final corner, just within the track limits. It's a 16.2, so he moves up into P3. He's now in between both AlphaTauri cars. His teammate Lewis now around the final turn to the finish line. 16.2, he moves up into P4. It's a half second row for AlphaTauri, but Yeast didn't improve. Then is Rodo? No, it was someone else. We got a yellow in sector 1, it's people slowing down. Rodo isn't setting a faster lap. Quinn is. So it's a purple in sector 2. If that's true, it's at 626.2. It's 3 tenths behind Robin, but it's almost identical to Ferg. In the track limits, to the line, he moves up into P3. So just behind the top 2 guys. Into P3. Oh, that is Ross going around. Eek is going in. D-Mac made a mistake, I guess, because he had a yellow flag for a short period. Ross is in the grass. Lewis isn't improving. Yeah, Richie is slowing down as well. So a lot of happening in the midfield. Seems to be very close here. In the midfield, I mean in the middle sector. And Yeast, that P6 is not what he needs so far. Because he's behind his championship rival, who's currently in P2. And he's about to start his lap, so we just follow him as he does. Coming up into the tricky turn 1. It's very difficult to overtake here as well, so qualifying is quite important. Very clean. Another chicane here. And to the line is 15 thousandths behind so far. Robin really has that strong pace. Over 1 lap, but can he do it in a race as well? First coming up to Aqua Minerale there. Oh. And Superb Sector 2 is 8 thousandths up on his time. And the biggest difference he loses out maybe is the third sector, so can he close in? On the line, not over the line, yep. And now run to the finish line. It is 15.6, so it's not enough, 2 tenths behind. Robin was also on the lap and he improves to 15.2, so he also gains 2 tenths on his time. So he increases the gap to 4 tenths again. Then we have Rodo to the line. Rodo moves up into P10, so not on the last place anymore. I think Lars, the next one to whistle the lap. Spreadsheet impression. Yeah, good lap from Quinn there. He's up into P3. 5 tenths behind Ferg. Oh, Lord, that's a bit wide. No in track invalidation there. But he slows down. Let's see, someone else. Ferg is not going for it. Robin, well, he does seem to be attacking, but I'm not sure if he goes for it again. No, he might be. No, he's just going in. Let's see. I think Rodo is also going in. So who is that then? It's a Ferrari. It's Riccio who's on an outlap. It's a Mercedes car with Kuhn who's also on an outlap. It is Yeast who's on an outlap. It is D-Mac who's on an outlap. So who is on the lap? It's one of the... It's Ross. That is Lewis first. We'll just follow both brothers in the AlphaTauri, currently P4 and 5, doing well in the Constructors' Championship. I think they both DNF'd last time out, which didn't help. Ooh! Ooh! I thought he would get an invalidation for that, but he keeps it clean. Back to second gear. Is the improvement enough? No, he slows down. I'm not sure why. So Ross is also not... So he's doing a second lap then. A double run. Richie is up on his time in Sector 1. It's not a lot, but it is an improvement. Into Sector 2, he's down a bit on his time. Currently in 12th place. Oh, and he validates and he spun. Just keeping it out of the wall there. Need to watch out for Quinn. But he slows down as well. So I'm not sure why that's the case. He might want to do a last lap run. No, he's going in. Who's the next across the line? It is Yeast then. It's only 1 minute left, so Quinn is done. Same for Eek. Yeast to the line. Can Yeast improve? Yeast does improve to P4. Oh, that is a mistake from Ross there. Richie's in. D-Mac improved, I think. Lewis doesn't improve. Robin to the line. No, he's just starting his lap. It's very close here. There's not a lot of time left, so both Ferraris are done. They will be starting at the highest P10 and P12. But this is a close battle. And Lewis is really... No, it's not Lewis. It's Ross is really close behind Shaq there. On his run to the line. Is Yeast going for it? No, Yeast is finished. Yeast won't be higher than P4. Oh, Fergus invalidated, so that's him done maybe? Or is there enough time to get to the line again? No, it is not, so Ferg is finished as well. Then we have Lewis. Lewis is improving. So the 2, 3 and 4 are finished. But Lewis is up 3 tenths. Can he get to the front? No, not the front row maybe, but he can get to the second row if he keeps that improvement up. Currently on the third row together with his teammate. To the line. Keeping it clean. Is it enough? It is enough for P5. Just behind Quinn and Lee is there. Oh, and Ross has dropped it. Then we switch to D-Mac. D-Mac didn't improve. Larden, is he improving? He is. He's currently P3 in the championship, so he wants to stay close as well. Still in this fight. Can he get anywhere close? He moves up into P7. Then Shaq. Shaq doesn't improve. It is Robin doesn't improve, and it's Ross's finish. So this is qualifying over then. It is P1 for Robin in another pole position. Invalidated last run. Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunate. As Ferg is starting P2. It's an exciting one. Then we got Quinn in P3. Very good lap. Yeast, our championship leader, is in P4. We got both Lewis and Ross in P5 and 6. Laura is in P7. The P3 in the championship. Still in this fight, I think only around 30 points behind, so not a lot. Then Shaq is in P8. We have D-Mac in P9. We got Rodo in P10 and both Ferraris starting at the back in P11 and P12. Now, still anything is possible. So, just having a quick look at the final results then. As I said before, it's quite a big gap from Robin to Verdict and then from Verdict to Quinn, as we seen last time as well. This middle pack with Quinn, Yeast, Lewis, Ross is very close behind each other. Then we got very close behind Lar, Shaq, D-Mac is very close behind each other, and then Rodo, Eek and Richie at the bit further behind. But maybe race pace is different. It's quite difficult to overtake, so we will have to see how it will work out. Yeah, I got in the DRS train on Monday, and it's very difficult to overtake. Even someone ahead who doesn't have the best straight line speed, so if he didn't have DRS, you would easily pass him, but then it's very difficult to overtake once he has that DRS from the car in front. It doesn't have the straight line speed to overtake the car in front, so you get a bit of a train. You just need to yeah, we could see a late safety car as well, of course, but you need to pick up no penalties, because if you are in that DRS turn and you don't have penalties, cars around you might have penalties. You could jump some positions, and it is quite easy to get those track limits penalties and warnings. Why can't I go to damage or anything? Oh, it's updated now. But I want to see the warnings. Where is the warnings? Or will it probably will update when the race starts, as we do have formation lap, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Brakes work into turn 1, is that... Why is that? Is that maybe because something happened in the Monday practice race? Robin is on the hards, Ferg is on the hards, and Yeast is on the hards. And same for Richie. But 3 very quick drivers starting on the hards. Oh. Yeah, that's not what you want. Completely missed the turn. Yeah, I hope it doesn't have the same as me, because I once had went into on the inside of Hixie into Cop's corner, and I pressed the brake, and it just the brake the pedals and the steering wheel came loose from the seat. Now that's a scary feeling. Oh, Robin has spun. But because of that, I hit the internet cable, which was located right behind my pedal thing for some reason, which it wasn't before. And it took me and my brother out. So I hope I don't have that anymore. I hope Robin doesn't have that, because it's the worst feeling when you disconnect because of that and you can't rejoin in the race when it's so early on. But we just have to wait for that. Hopefully we do not have a lot of incidents, because we don't have a lot of drivers. So it's a bit boring to see a race with only, what is it, 5 drivers or so. But it is possible, of course. No rain like last time out in Italy. Last week in Italy. Oh, Quinn is choosing a very interesting tactic. So does Robin, of course, but now you can't do that qualifying. Lewis messed up there. Robin messed up there. Can Laura do it correctly? Everyone else seems to line up normally there. Waiting for Richie, the final car. And we are waiting for the lights. It is 5 red lights. And it is gone. And Quinn has an amazing start with that straight line speed on the mediums, and he seems to be going up the inside of both of them. Why doesn't it switch? Quinn is up the inside, and he's leading into turn 1. Oh, someone went completely off. It is Ross. He went straight on, and Shaq has retired. Oh no, Shaq. Oh, I think he might have collected... what is it? Ross there. But I think it's a virtual safety car. But Quinn has jumped. Both Ferg and Robin there with that strategy. They are on the hards, of course. But it was a great start from him. Going right up the inside there of both cars. D-Mac had a good start as well. Up 2 positions. Now can Quinn pull away on the medium tires. It will be difficult to overtake here, so that's interesting to see. Might see a train form. I was in the train behind him. And I can tell you, it's quite annoying. Well, there was someone in between us, but... what happened, Shaq? Wow, there's a big gap all of a sudden. Richie is in. Switching from the hards to maybe a different tire. Oh, and the virtual safety car is gone. Or did he have some damage? Yeah, he did have damage. Same for Ross there. But we focus on the lead. My test is useless now because I can't see any damage and stuff. So I just have to keep looking at the warnings and just seeing what I have on screen. No warnings picked up. Oh well, Richie has 2 already. Which isn't ideal, but yeah, still P10 and P9 currently, which are decent points for the team. But can Ferg put the pressure on Quinn ahead on these harder on these harder tires. Why is this timing messing up? Oh, D-Mac up the inside of Lewis at this corner. It's quite a rare place to overtake, and he still stays behind that. Does he have to run? Let's see. Berg has set the fastest time, but he doesn't seem to have the straight line speed, so he might just stick behind. D-Mac is closing in on Lewis. Can he go up? Does he go up the inside? No, he does not. Ooh, bit of a moment from Yeast there. But this is what Yeast wants to see. As Ferg is now down in P2. Which means he doesn't lose too many points currently in that P4 position. We just follow Rodo right now, who's close behind Lar. Oh! It's a mistake from D-Mac. Coming out of that corner there. And he's a bit slow now there. It seems right. Can Robin put pressure on the cars ahead? No DRS yet. Of course, it is activated this lap, I think. But we see if it makes any difference. Quinn didn't pick up any warnings in the Monday practice race. Oh, it is D-Mac is spun, or has gone straight on. I'm not sure. He's losing some positions. Drops down to P9. Now, is this the first moment we have DRS? We do have DRS. Ferg is very close behind now. With DRS as well. Both your cars using ERS. Ferg going up the inside. And he's passed into the lead. Ferg has retaken the lead. Or has just taken the lead for the first time. Because Robin started, of course, in P1. On lap 4 of the race. And now can Quinn follow him close behind. In the middle sector. Okay. This is what I meant. You can get a little bit of a train forming now. The question is, can Ferg pull away from Quinn here? Because he's using quite a lot of ERS. He's losing some time now. 8/10. 8/10. You need to be within the second, of course. It's now becoming 9. 9.5. It's almost over a second there. It is over a second. The detection point, it is 1.1. So Quinn probably doesn't have the DRS, which will help Ferg here, but also Robin. Robin now close behind. Ferg with the 18.8 as the fastest lap. Quinn doesn't have DRS, but he does close in. And Robin can't really overtake. It is Lewis looking at Yeast. For P4 there, Quinn is still only 3/10 behind. He's gaining a lot in this part of the race, of the track. Oh, Ross picks up the first penalty of the evening. So let's see, some people picking up warnings as well. We got a yellow in sector 2. It is Lewis is in the wall and he's breaking the boards. And watch out for D-Mac there. Oh, he's almost standing still on track. Back to the front. Only 3/10. Oh, Quinn has overtaken Ferg there. I missed that. And now Robin is also looking to... Oh, it's a wheel banging there. I missed that completely, but it's... Looks like everyone is... Quinn is overtaking Ferg at some point. I'm not sure where it is, because it might have been a mistake. But now Ferg is coming after him again with the DRS. Quinn defends the inside this time. So can Ferg go around the outside? He does go around the outside, but Robin is close behind as well. Now Yeast is close behind. It's a yellow flag. It's Richie who has spun it, I think. But it's very close behind again here. 4 cars fighting for the lead. Robin is up the inside. What a beautiful move there. Oh, Ferg has lost it on the traction. And now Robin is going through. Can Quinn go through around the outside? No. He stays behind. So Robin now overtaking 2 cars in basically 1 corner and moves up into P1. Quinn is still in P3. He's now very close behind. He's almost running into the back of Quinn there. This is what I meant with the DRS train. Seems like Ferg is struggling a bit on the traction there. Just in general. Quinn dropped back to P3 now where he started. The starting positions have been restored. Now Ferg with the DRS, can he close in and maybe attack? Coming into turn 1, it's 3/10. It stays 3/10, so Ferg needs to be within 4/10 to have a shot, but a bit wide from Robin there. Can Ferg have a go at him? No. Well, he can follow closely here. And Quinn will be the first one to drop out of this 4-car fight, as he needs to go to the hard tires earlier than those other guys go to the medium tires. He's now up the inside of this corner. Scares Quinn a bit maybe there. But Quinn has now lost that important 1 second almost. Which is not ideal. He's really pushing here. Seems to have a great run. But can't overtake. He knows he will have that DRS. But Ferg is also attacking Robin here. He's very close behind now, 4/10. Yeast will probably overtake Quinn as well. The question is, can Ferg overtake Robin here? It's a good exit from both. Ooh, a bit of a mistake from Yeast, which might help Quinn, but Quinn doesn't have any DRS. Let's see, can Ferg close in this time? He's closing in quite rapidly here. On the straight, up the inside, into turn 1. Oh, he's jumped the curbs. Oh, it's a small collision, but he stays ahead. Now Quinn gets a run. Up the inside. No, he stays behind. But a bit of a collision between both Ferg and Robin there. And it's still all within a second of each other. 8 laps into this race. This fighting means that lower. And everyone else behind is slowly closing in on them. But pace wise they are dropping a lot. You can't get into a rhythm when you are fighting continuously. But Jeez is really pushing behind Quinn as well. Robin taking a bit of grass there, but Quinn is within the DRS again. Maybe Yeast wants that because it means that he gets closer to the cars in front as well. But now Robin with the DRS, so it's the other way around. Can he close in enough? It seems like he's dropping a bit to Ferg. It stays around 7/10 then. And this is what I meant with the DRS train. You have DRS behind. Oh, Eek is overtaking Rotor there. So Eek moves up into P6, that's what I meant. Robin doesn't have the straight line speed to overtake Ferg, but he has a DRS to defend from behind. Which means that you get that train of cars, which is very difficult to overtake. But the question is, can Ferg pull away now? Could also indicate that Robin has chosen more downforce in the corners there. Oh, it's a bit running wide. He's on 2 warnings already, Robin, and everyone else around him is on 0. So that's not what he wants. Needs to keep an eye out on that one. It's starting to get a bit cloudy then, but no rain, as I'm pretty sure it said. Yeah, it stays dry. Bit of fighting going on between D-Mac and who is it? Lewis there. Switches back to the front. Still no one really closing in enough. Roman is closing in some time, but not really as much as Ferg did before. and Law can't keep up with the pace from the cars ahead. Ooh, it's a bit of a late look from D-Mac there. Both don't have any ERS left. Ooh. Robin is still very close behind in that middle sector, but then he loses it, or loses some tenths in the third sector, which means he isn't closing in. Oh, yeah, Richie just, I think he had wing damage. I'm not sure how that happened. There was a bit of a collision between Shaq and Ross. I think it was in turn 1, lap 1. And maybe Richie got collected in that, I'm not sure. But they both needed to change the wing on lap 1. Quinn has now lost that time. Is it maybe the tire where I'm having a look? I'm pretty sure I can't see, no. But you loses around 50%. Oh, as Yeast is now overtaking Quinn around the outside. Oh, no, yeah, he is passed. So the hard tires are now starting to work better than the medium tires. The mediums might be dropping some pace here compared to the hard tires. The good thing is that Quinn will make an earlier stop, can gain those time back on the hard tires, and he might jump all of these guys. But then again, safety car is still on, and it is could very easily be on track at the wrong time. So Eek doesn't seem to keep up with Lar there. Rodo is still following Eek a bit, as Lewis is closing in as well. D-Mac was very close behind him, and now he's dropped down a bit. But yeah, so Yeast is closing in on these cars ahead again, and that means that Quinn is also closing in. So I'm assuming he's pitting around lap 13, 14. He's going, look at the straight line speed, he's passed again up into P3. So yeah, he still has that straight line speed, which helps. He does have a lot of ERS left though. Robin still putting pressure on. Ferg ahead. T-Mac is into the pits from the medium tires to the hards. So I think that's a bit of an early stop. But it's definitely possible to do the undercut on maybe Lewis ahead or Rodo. Robin is still pushing. Finn is losing a lot of time. Oh, a bit of a mistake from Yeast. As he's dropped down almost, he's dropped more than a second there to Quinn. Oh, Robin picks up a 3-second time penalty. Maybe at the wrong time, because this is what I mean. If the DRS same does end up happening again at the end of the race, he will drop down those 2 positions, which will help Yeast of course, because he would like that. But yeah, for Robin it's really annoying. But he's still putting the pressure on Ferg, so Ferg might make a mistake as well. It's a yellow. It is Lewis has spun. And let's see what is happening here. That's quite wide there. Will we see Quinn in this lap? He might. Stopped a lot of time to the cars ahead now. No, he continues on for another lap. Robin closing in quite some time. Roto is now in from the mediums to the hards. Same for Lewis. And can D-Mac jump both of them? D-Mac now coming around the final corner onto the straight line. On the main straight, I mean. He is already out of Lewis. Is he out of Roto as well? No, but Roto has that cold tires. D-Mac has the warmer tires. Or the tires who are on temperature. And look at how much he's gaining already. In the first sector alone. Has more confidence and speed into this one. But it isn't enough, but he's still very close behind. Closer than he was before the pit stops. Which is interesting. Robin still has that same gap. Quinn is now in. Laura is going in, Eek is going in, everyone else from the mediums is in now. So this is the point where we keep an eye out on Quinn's lap times. And see if he can do a good lap time and then maybe re-overtake both Robin and Ferg. While Quinn wants is those cars fighting. It's a bit of a moment from Ferg on the traction there. Might be struggling. Let's see what is. So Robin is tires already at 50%. So that's also quite high. Because you still need to do another 17 laps. You have just done 15 on those hards. The hards, from my own knowledge, is that they are really good even at high degradation. But a fighting between the brothers. Robin is really close behind now. But Ferg has had good last two corners, which make a difference, but he's now 3/10 behind. Before he was only 6. He's closing in, it's 2.5, it's 2/10 now. Up the inside. Who has the better straight line speed? It's Robin into turn 1. Who leads from Ferg. Ferg is looking to re-overtake him. Into the chicane, he has a good run. Doesn't want to risk it there. He stays ahead. And he overtook Ferg again. Now he can pull away in that middle part where he was quicker before. He is dropping has dropped a lot of time to them. And D-Mac overtook Roller there, just there. D-Mac's also within the DRS of Eek, so he's making up a lot of positions. Lewis has the fastest lap of the race. Ferg needs to stay within that 1 second at the DRS detection point because he has that better straight line speed to attack. He's used a lot of ERS this lap just to stay close to him as we enter the halfway point of the race. Now can Ferg overtake Robin into turn 1? He's closing in, but it isn't enough. So he just follows behind there. But here is this is the point where Robin is gaining a lot of time, or is pulling away a bit. It seems like he's also dropping a lot of time. He can't keep up with the pace of the cars ahead. But it's a very exciting battle between Robin and Ferg. Ferg has won most of his, or has won all of his races he raced in. And Robin has been unlucky sometimes, but he's now in the lead still, and he's very good pace. He improved on that part of it. And it seems to be working, as he's still in the race, of course. Hasn't scored a lot of points. Unfortunately can't win the championship anymore. Or isn't in the Champions League fight. Champions League? That was yesterday or today. Championship fight as Ferg is now going for it again. As D-Mac picks up the penalty, does Ferg go around the outside into turn 1? That will be difficult, yep. As Robin closes the inside to defend. Yeast is now into the medium, in for the medium tires. Quinn, will he be ahead? I'm pretty sure he will be. Oh, as he picks up the 3-second time penalty as well. That is not ideal. But Robin needs to watch out. He's already on 5 warnings, which is 1 away from another penalty. Can he overtake Yeast? No, Yeast is ahead. There is Yeast. But then Yeast is still on the colder tires. But this is what Yeast wants, because at one point Robin might pick up another penalty, although Yeast is also on 2 warnings, so he needs to watch out. But Jack is very close behind Yeast now. Fergus dropped outside of the DRS of Robin. Robin is now pushed away enough. So is Ferg going in, and is Robin going to cover that? But the question is, who's better on the medium tires? Robin continues. Ferg does the undercut. As we just got a yellow flag, it is D-Mac is into the wall. Or not into the wall, he's just spun there. And Richie's also a lap down, but those cars still need to pay ahead. But can he put the pressure on Yeast after getting that penalty? And let's see where Ferg comes out compared to Yeast then. Yeah, he will be miles ahead, it seems like. Or... yeah, there he goes. Colder tires. Still no shot of Yeast in the background. There he is. He has gained some time, but it isn't a lot. He's still quite far behind. But he's gained, yeah, the undercut is quite strong. So Robin needs to watch out for that. But he's still setting some good lap times there, as he's now focused on just putting in the laps. Oh, Lewis picks up another penalty, or picks up the penalty, as he's just about to overtake Rodo, as Rodo's into the wall. And he's lost his wing. I hope it doesn't bring out the safety car. It is a virtual safety car then, or not? Oh, what a perfect time for Robin there. Robin get that first. It's a perfect timing for Robin here. And you might call it... oh, as D-Mac is into the gravel as well. A Red Bull causing a VSC to help out his teammate. And look at how much he is ahead of Ferg here. All Ferg needs is that late safety car, or a late safety... oh, it is a safety car. It moved to a safety car then. I didn't notice that, so that, yeah, still Robin has that advantage of being ahead, but it's not helping him because he does have the penalties. But it's a safety car. Do not go to the soft tires, guys. They won't make it to the end. That is what I know. You might take a gamble, but this is the perfect moment for Richie as well, as he's back into the race with a lot of cars ahead of him having penalties, and that will help him. Quinn will be annoyed because he had almost 11 seconds to lower behind. But it's a full safety car then. Oh, it's getting very close behind the safety car there. But it's just a timing at the safety car that, yeah, Rodo does go to the soft tires. Ross has another set of, or still a new set of mediums, and that will help him because the mediums around here, or currently, are very good till the end. The softs, they will be a struggle. In the beginning you gain a lot, but then at the end, ooh. As D-Mac has gone to the mediums, which are 11 laps old, and that is not what you want. So I'm pretty sure he will go in again after this lap. As Richie overtakes him into P10 now. They just need to wait for the safety car. No press room questions. If I am correct, I will have a look. See, championship press room. No. So, and the standings aren't updated, so I can't have a look at that. As Russ picks up a time penalty during the safety car. And it might be a good... Yeah, Lewis does decide to go to the softs. Is what I want to say now. Maybe it is better to do it, but yeah, it's still a struggle to go to the end. So we will have 10 laps of racing, and if Ferg doesn't need to push that much, but still his championship rivals right behind him, so he maybe wants to have Robin as a buffer. But if he's fighting someone who's ahead of him with a penalty, that could also result in maybe losing some positions. Almost everyone has caught up again. Richie's behind the pack then, and I'm pretty sure they go for another lap. So this will be the moment if the safety car does. Yeah, he's going for. I would say now you can try and take the gamble if you're a D-Mac or a Richie behind, because the safety car, you will catch up again, and this is the chance to switch to those tires. Let's see if someone else does it. No, Richie's continuing. I would love to see him try and take a gamble here, but maybe he wants to keep it safe. Is D-Mac taking a gamble? No, he's continuing on as well. On the 13 lap old I'm not sure what he is doing. I mean, I'm pretty sure those tires aren't, yeah, they aren't too good anymore. It's a long safety car though. A lot of laps, because it's also a short track, but still. And the penalties will come into play here at the end, is what I said in the beginning as well. I'm looking forward to seeing Yeast attack everyone as full ERS as well. Or again, I should say. Safety car is in this lap. And we will have a restart with only 10 laps to go. We'll just follow from Yeast's POV. Who has the better straight line speed without DRS? I'm assuming it's Ferg here though. So you need to watch out for that. It seems like Yeast's straight line speed is the worst of those three. Ferg needs to be awake. He's very close behind, but when does Robin go? He goes now, and it is a good improvement. But Yeast is also very close behind Ferg now for his championship rival, and he's closing in. It's Going back in, and it's Quinn up the inside. No. Whoa. Robin going a bit deep, then Ferg switch back to the inside. No, he stays ahead there. Oh, someone is round. It is Eek has lost it, which is very unfortunate. He was doing so well there in P6. Ferg putting the pressure. Richie's up. Another percent as Ross is around as well. Richie's up into P8. And if Jetfish knows those soft tires from Monday, if they blow up, he will be in P6, Richie. Maybe, so still a lot of points. You need to be consistent at the end. Not make any mistakes. But yeah, what no DRS activated just yet. Quinn can't keep up on those older hard tires compared to the new medium tires from the cars ahead. It's an RPM top 4. The question is in which order will they be at the end. Oh, it's a fighting between Rodo and Lewis there. And Lewis lost some position or some time. And there comes Ferg, no DRS activated, no ERS usage as well. He's already at 35% after just one lap. That's a lot actually. He's used a lot. Ross picks up another penalty. It's a yellow flag. Ross retired in the pit lane. No. That's a bit unfortunate then. So close to the end. Let's see what the penalties are saying. It's 3. Everyone has 3 now. Okay. That's interesting. Quinn is already on 4 warnings now. But Ferg still has 0, or I can't see it. I think I can't see it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, the softs are probably aren't going to last now to the end. But as I said, it's fun to take a gamble. Yeast can't keep up with the pace, but he needs to stay within 3 seconds of Robin, because otherwise Ferg will jump into the lead, or win this race, and then Yeast will stay in P3, which means that Ferg gains another 10 points, including maybe the fastest lap. No, that's Robin is one. But the gaps are beginning to form now as Rodo is trying to overtake Lar on those soft tires. He stays behind. Good defending from Lar. They're still in P5. Around the outside from Rodo there. Better traction of course. And he's passed up into P5. Can Lar keep the pressure? Maybe on Quinn as well, because if those soft tires do drop off at the end, he wants to be within the 3 seconds of Quinn. But it doesn't seem like he is currently. But yeah, Ferg is also losing out to Robin there. Can Robin do a Perez and gain enough time in the final laps to still win this race and make it his first win of the season as well, and RPM as well? But we will switch to the fight behind now then. There is Lewis trying to overtake Lar. Or is Lar going over for the overtake on Rodo? Oh, it's a collision. Lar's off. Rodo's off. Lewis is through. So Lar got a bit. There's a bit of a collision between Rodo and the one who's won the most positions is Lewis. But it's becoming 1.5 seconds now. Ferg is pushing everything there. With Robin, he already picks up a warning now then, so he does have one. If Robin gets another one, it might be over, but currently it seems like Robin can pull the gap. Yeast already outside of that 3 second gap, so he will currently stay in P3. Let's see what everyone else is doing. I'll just have a look at the lap times then. So Robin is an 18.1, Ferg 18.6. That's 5/10 per lap. With still 6 laps to go, that means it will be 3 seconds if he can keep up the pace. But I'm not sure if he can, but it will be close. And Yeast can't follow. Yeast's last lap was a 19.7. That's 1.8 seconds slower than Robin ahead. So he can't keep up. Richie doing well in P8 here. He picks up a penalty as well, which is very unfortunate, but still P10. So decent points. And Robin is only gaining more and more time on Ferg. Will this be the first race Ferg doesn't win if he finishes the race? It might be. As Eek puts in the fastest lap of 17.3, so he's much quicker on those fresher softs, of course. And he will still get the points for that in the fastest lap. But what is Ferg losing? It's around 2 seconds. The gap to the car ahead now. But look at him, he's pushing a lot of eras as well. It's an 18, so now the lap times have been equal, which is all he needs, because that means he will stay within the 3 seconds. But will that be at the end of the race as well? I'm not so sure. So Robin will be giving it everything with only one mistake on the track limits and it's maybe over. And that brings in Yeast into play again. But if you count up, Yeast is already at 5.5 seconds behind. So another warning means he will only be 5/10 within that penalties. So I'm pretty sure he will drop behind him. So it's going between Robin and Ferg then for the win. Yeast will hope that Ferg loses out on that win, because that means you will only lose around 3 or 5 points instead of 10, which is much better, of course. Well, I can have a quick look in the meantime what the point system is, because I know it roughly but not so sure. Racing format, yeah, so currently Yeast will get 30 points and Ferg, with the penalties applied, will get 40. Will Ferg finish P2, he gets 35, so he only loses 5 points. And he's 25 points ahead, meaning that he will be in 20 points. 20 points behind Yeast. Oh, someone has dropped, lost position, is Rodo. So maybe the soft tires do start to drop, but then a beautiful switchback around the outside. Again, these guys meet each other, and the inside is for Lauder, and he has the corner and the position. As I was saying, we only have 4 rounds left, so if Yeast keeps finishing behind Ferg, that means they will end on equal points. We could see it decided maybe on fastest lap or pole position points, but also on amount of wins in a season. But right now Ferg is at 2.7 and still 3 laps remaining, so I'm not sure if he can hold on. Lewis is putting pressure on Quinn now, and let's see the penalties. It's still both 3. But can Lewis hold on these tires? Lewis's tires already at 60% at the rears, and he still needs to do 3 laps then. Can he hold on? It's a yellow in sector 2. It is Eek, unfortunately, as he just moved ahead of D-Mac. Did he drop down again? Oh! Oh no! It's Fergus off! Fergus off! Oh, and it changes everything in the championship as well. Fergus off and Quinn is now putting pressure on him. Fergus slow, but not slow. Oh, Fergus gone off again! Fergus off the track again! What is happening to him? Oh, watch out there, that's a bit unsafe. Oh no, what's... let's see, the tires, what is the timer saying? I can't see. But Fergus dropped down to P7 then. So this is what Yeast wants. Yeast is now moved up into P2, so he gets 35 points. And let's see where Ferg will finish. Ferg might finish in P6 or P5. But that will be 22, so he loses 13 positions, and this is all he needs. But that's the costly mistake of pushing too hard. And now Ferg has lost a lot of positions, just as we were talking about the championship. And this is crucial for the championship, as it's lap 31 of 32. Oh, Eagles 3 overtaken Team again. But yeah, 2 mistakes in a row there from Ferg. Maybe it is a tire, maybe it is not. But that is not ideal, of course. Pushing too hard to stay within the 3 seconds. And that means that Robin might actually get his first win. And I think it's a very young podium as well. Because I think Robin is 16, Quinn is 14. And Yeast is, I think, 16 as well. Rodo is still putting pressure on him, but it's only 1 lap remaining after this one, and it seems like Rodo can just about hold on. And Quinn will end up on the podium as well. After all of that, Ferg now putting pressure on Rodo, that those few points can make the difference at the end. It had been a beautiful race from him, and he was still within the 3 seconds, but just a small mistake, and that's why he can drop down. And he's close behind now. I'm pretty sure he will overtake Rodo here on the last lap. It's still extra points, but Yeast is also pushing. He's within 6.8. If Robin does pick up that last penalty, it's a yellow sector 1. It is Eek. Eek has gone round, and Ferg is overtaken Rodo again, so Ferg is up into P6. I'm not sure if he can overtake anymore, but he will get within the 3 seconds of Lewis then. So that's another free position. He moves up into P5. Can he attack lower? She will still get P4, maybe. And that will be a decent result after the spin. And that will be quite a comeback actually at the end there. But yeah, you never know. And there we go. The softs are now dropping off very rapidly. Just 1 lap too short there. Because let's see what the tire was saying. Yeah, it's 85%, so oh, lower run a bit wide. So you can also get a puncture as well, Lewis. Lewis needs to watch out for that. Oh, he does have a puncture. There goes Lewis, as Robin wins the race. His first race in RPM. It's Yeast finishes in P2. It will be Quinn in P3. But will it be Lor or Ferg in P4? Seems like Ferg is very close, but it isn't enough. Ferg finishes in P5. It's Rodo in P6 and Lewis with... Yeah, there we go. Richie will take another P... Oh no! Oh no. Yeah, Lewis, you don't get points for that. But Richie will still cross the line in P7, but it almost took out Richie there at the end. As the races are over. But damn, that was... almost took out Richie at the end there. For the position, for points. For decent points as well, because P7 isn't too bad. But yeah, well done to Robin on his first win in RPM. And the first of the season. And he had some massive pace today, very consistent, and we also seen that in qualifying, and he keeps it on track to get that. And Yeast does what he needs to do in the championship, extends the championship as he could have done last week as well, and he ends in P2, and Quinn picks up another podium in P3. That is your podium for today, after a crazy end in at the Imola Grand Prix. As we move, I think, to Miami next week, which will be a first time in RPM history, of course. As we here have a look at the end, Eek will get an extra point for the fastest lap as well. Lewis pretty sure he will be removed from the standings as he did DNF. But then again, Ika's done, what is it? 1 lap less. Yeah, Laura finishes in P4 is also what he needs to do in the championship, because he gains some points on Verk again. Verk, who ends in P5. It's Road on P6, just about holding on the soft tires there. Richie ends in P7 even after that late collision. It's Lewis who DNF there at the end. And then Egan D-Mac finishing P9 and P10 on track, and it's a DNF from Ross and from Shaq. Shaq couldn't even complete a lap today, and very unfortunate from him. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me tonight. We will be back, of course, tomorrow in Imola. I hope we get an exciting race as well, and I hope we do well as a team. Ferrari with Colin at our home Grand Prix, or home Grand Prix. It's still Italy, so technically a home Grand Prix. Yeah, and otherwise we will move to a double header in America. We first go to Miami for round 11, then to Kota for round 12. And the championship fight is still very close, and it's taken another turn today. So I hope to see you all back next week. And once again, congratulations to the podium, and goodbye.